Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on my top must-have brushes. So with these brushes, you can complete multiple different looks with ease by using these brushes for many different purposes. So I feel this is a good video because I always get asked a lot on what does this brush do? How can I use this brush? Or I don't have that many brushes, or I can't afford that many brushes. So what do you recommend for me to be able to get a full look going from natural to glam with a simple set of brushes? So if you want to see what I recommend and what I could not live without, and I could easily live the rest of my life doing my makeup with these brushes, then just keep watching. Also, if you like this makeup look, a tutorial is coming to my channel after this video, so stay on the lookout. And speaking of that, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up before you leave. I'll love you forever. And let's get right on into the video. So first off, I'm going to start with the face, and I could not live without this, a beauty blender. I use beauty blender to blend out my foundation, blend out my concealer, set my concealer. I use this for so many things. I could not live without it. I love it, and I recommend to everyone to get a beauty blender. And I know they're expensive, but they're so worth the money because they're so multi-purpose. They last for so long if you take good care of them and clean them in between every single use. You should have no issues, and I swear by a beauty blender, so that's my first thing. I know it's not a brush, but it's considered one today. Next thing is a large fluffy brush. This is so big. This is by Morphe. There's no number on it because I got it in a set. So this is great. I use this to set my foundation with my foundation powder. And it can also be used to blend out your bronzer or to apply bronzer all over your face to give it a really subtle, blown out, not too chiseled, just give warmth back into your face. So this could be used for many different things, blending everything together once you have it already on. This is a must because I think that if you set your makeup lightly before you go in with your bronzers and everything like that, after you use your creams, everything will go on a lot more smoother and not look patchy because it's more of a set, smooth surface. In this Morphe set also came this angled brush, and this is a very multi-purpose brush. And I know a lot of people do have angle brushes. So I use this for blush mostly, and you can also use this for contouring. So you can contour with it and then load it up with your, wipe off the excess of your bronzer when you're in your contour color / bronzer when you're done, and use it as a blush brush. It's really good because it really just gets right in those angles perfectly. So angle brushes are very, very key. So this other one, again, is from that Morphe set, and it's a tapered, it's a small domed tapered brush. I use this to set underneath my eyes sometimes. I can use this for a highlighter. I can also use this to bake out my contour and clean things up if need be. If it gets a little messy that day, I can clean it up with this because it has that nice point, so you really can get into places. And then because of that point, you can also highlight the tops of your cheeks really well with this. So those are my 4 face brushes / sponge that I could not live without. I need those. I use those every single day in my makeup routine. So next I'm gonna go with my eye brushes, and I'm gonna start off with my tried and true love of my life blending brush, and it's the MAC 217 blending brush. A lot of other brands have blending brushes that look exactly like this. It's a small tapered blending brush. Mine's a little stained, but small tapered blending brush. And the best part about it is that you can be really precise with your work with the tip, and then you can also use all the other bristles to make it more like to blend better. And you can also use this brush for nose contouring because it's nice and fluffy. It's not too dense, therefore you won't really get such a harsh contour in your nose. It'll be very light and subtle like a nose contour should be. So this is an ultimate. You always need a blending brush in your kit, in your makeup. Makes blending so much easier, because don't try and blend with a flat shader brush because it won't work. It won't work. This is a flat shader brush. I love this flat shader brush because it's really big. It gets all over your lid. You can spray it with Fix Plus, Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I don't know why I said it so funny like that, but, and pack on all colors onto your lid. You can pack on glitters, you can pack on mattes, everything onto your lid really nicely with this. So this and this blending brush together are like a little match made in heaven. So definitely a flat shader brush also is another very key one. So this one isn't too necessary, but this has no brand on it. I don't know where I got it. I don't know when I got it. I just know that I have it and it showed up one day and I use it for everything. I like to use it for inner corner highlight, brow bone, sometimes my entire lid. It's just a smaller flat shader brush. This is not necessary, but if you have one, it's good. Because it gets all those little tiny places for a more detailed look, such as my inner corner highlight and my brow highlight. I used this brush for. So another one is a pencil brush. This kind of brush is perfect for the outer corner when you're really packing on and want to be precise when putting darker colors on your eye, and also blending out on your lower lash line, because it's still small but fluffy. It really blends out nicely and not too much, and it's not too big so it won't bring it down too far where you look like you have a black eye. So this type of brush is really good for precise work. Even when you're blending out a crease, if you want to make it more sharp, it's really detailed in doing so. So next is this flat concealer brush. This is from Kylie Cosmetics. It's a small flat concealer brush. Mine is extremely dirty, so don't. I use this to carve out my lid when I'm doing a cut crease. When you're wanting to make things more sharp, even if you're not doing a cut crease, just to make your lid a little cleaner, you can use this. Got it. You can also be more detailed when you're highlighting your nose, your underneath of your eye, if you don't have a doe foot applicator concealer to clean around your lip. If you're using a dark lip or a nude lip or any type of lip, you can clean up, or sharpening up, cleaning around your eyebrows if they go a little crazy, as a lot of our eyebrows like to do, especially mine. Mine are nuts. Last but not least is this flat shader brush. You can use this to add a smoky liner, like an eyeshadow, if you want to just like deepen up and make your look more sultry rather than very sharp with a wing liner. You can even use this for gel eyeliner, and you can use it underneath your lower lash line to really get the like your darkest color closest to your lash line. And you can also blend this out a little bit and sharpen up little places that you feel is necessary. These are my top 10 brushes that you definitely can create any look out of it, from super neutral to super dramatic. It's just up to you and which obviously you feel more comfortable with. A lot of these brushes do come in a set, and they're like the main brushes that you get in like a kit. So if you're looking for new brushes and you don't know which ones to get, I do highly recommend you getting these. Makeup's your own. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. So use brushes as you feel need. And I hope this helps. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Should like permit. Oh my god, Bridgie. Do super blendy.